look at him, I just think screen peek. I'm glad I interrupted him for that lame of a joke.
Welcome to the 42nd episode of the Screen Peek podcast.
Oh, holy crap, we're old.
I have no clue what episode this is. I think it's the 42nd one.
It's 42nd.
We missed last week, and I don't even know if I'm going to go with the joke of skipping the week that we missed, because we might miss more weeks.
Then just label this one 36 and people would be so confused.
What's the date that we missed? Did we miss which one?
We missed last week.
No, I mean way back when. Did we miss 20? Or which one did we miss?
Missed like 20.
We missed
we
like
missed,
two sixes
we missed
in a
26,
row.
then we missed 36.
Okay, make
And-
this one 26.
No.
We'll fill in the gaps.
No. So, we're getting some pretty cold weather and pretty snowy weather here in Kentucky, so we might not. And Trey lives where we do the podcast. Trey lives all the way
A different town.
out in like pretty much in a different town. So, it's not really a long drive, but it's like in the weather, it might be a treacherous one. So we might not always be able to do the podcast until we get to a better place. We're thinking about moving the podcast somewhere so we can have a better setup and stuff. But
A studio.
yes, an actual studio, but we're not there yet. So, in the meantime, if we miss a podcast, then it'll probably be because of the weather. So, just keep that in mind. But here we are for the 42nd podcast. I'm Devin, your host as always. Here's Javan.
Hi, guys.
There's Jonathan.
Hey.
And there's Trey.
Hello.
Javan, you've done that one before. Could you be original, please?
Hey, Javan, you just did something you've done before. Be original?
Yeah.
It is original. If I did it, it's my thought and me.
But you already did it. You're copying yourself. So it's not original.
It's still original.
No, it's not.
my-
No, it's not.
If I'm
No,
the
it's
one
not.
that did
No,
it,
it's not.
and then I do it again, it's still me.
That's not how that works, Javon.
I'm glad how Devin went with trying to create a bit, and then Javan just shut it down immediately. What are you talking about? No, you can't be funny on this podcast. Why would people watch this?
So we missed the podcast last week as well as... Well, no, just not as well. Well, we missed the podcast last week as
Did we
well
miss
as...
2 in a row?
No, we didn't. But we didn't put out any videos last week because the stream also fucked up, so I couldn't put out a Halo highlights video. But however, we are back, and both of those things will be coming out this week, just to go ahead and say that.
Missed you last night, Trey.
I fell asleep. I was tired.
Fuck.
I get up freaking 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 a.m., and then we start playing Xbox at like 10 until 1.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm up for nearly 24 hours. That's the sacrifice I make for you guys.
Why do you put yourself through
And I
that?
couldn't do it yesterday. I just couldn't handle it.
Let's go ahead and jump into the news. We missed a week, so there should be a lot of news. However, I don't think there really is a lot of news. I don't know
Good
why.
thing you brought that up then.
Some things did happen. We can talk about some simple things first, like how Hawaii sent an alert to everybody's phone saying that there is a missile launch, and it wasn't a drill.
Yeah, this is
The
super
heck?
serious. We're
Yeah.
under attack by a ballistic missile.
Yeah, but it was a test. However, whoever sent that out didn't inform the people of Hawaii until 30 minutes later.
Was it a test?
It was,
was
a test. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know why it happened.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So how did I not hear about that?
Big fuck up.
People
Uh,
were like texting their parents like, I love you and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
People
People
like running and hiding.
You see pictures. I've seen pictures and videos of people going down into the sewers and shit.
Yeah,
So
just running for their lives.
Yeah.
That's insane. And I don't see how the heck I didn't hear about that. That's
It's Hawaii.
crazy.
Why didn't they just lie? It's like, oh, it was a glitch in the system, sorry. Not like, no, we screwed up,
I don't know. Probably because they could have been found out
I guess.
if they lied.
Yeah,
It's not
Honesty's
good to
always
lie.
the best policy.
Exactly. Exactly. Remember that, kids.
they should point to the guy.
Because if you get caught lying
This
about
guy
missiles,
was the guy who lied.
you don't want to get caught lying about some
I
missiles
guess
or
it,
something.
makes you feel more secure. It wasn't a glitch in the system. It was a guy who screwed up.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's true too.
Like there was
That way, when the next one happens, you don't go, well, I guess this one's not fake. It's probably a glitch in the system. You go like, oh crap! Hopefully, this guy didn't screw up twice.
There's that. There's also people are in an uproar about this ad campaign for H&M, it's a clothing store.
I haven't heard about this one.
It's a little kid, and he just got a T-shirt on, and the T-shirt said "the coolest monkey in the jungle," and the kid's a black kid.
Oh, who cares?
Who cares?
Everybody who found that out is racist.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they thought about it.
Exactly.
Calling people apes and stuff.
I saw a GIF of somebody in H&M like throwing a fucking fit and pushing shit over because of it in protest.
Oh my god.
What a baby.
I know.
Get over it. Were they white?
I don't know.
Oh man, that's an important question.
I can't remember.
These social justice warriors over here need to shut up.
Do you know what's funny?
What?
I've been watching.
If you not heard, that's a real term. Social justice warrior. That's a
Have
very
you
big
not
deal.
heard of that term?
That's a huge deal.
Wow. Okay.
Jeez.
That's a very big thing
Amongst white people?
amongst colleges.
Amongst any,
Okay.
amongst anybody,
Yeah,
honestly.
social justice warriors.
There was a
SJWs.
I don't know why, but I've been getting addicted to watching cringe compilations of feminists,
I have
fat
been-
acceptance people, and SJWs.
Me too. I've been
Have you-
watching all of like the owned, like at a protest. Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. I've been watching those like crazy
You
over the
been
last like couple months now.
You watch this guy, like he does his. I think his YouTube channel is called 50 Shades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have like a gremlin or whatever as his mascot?
Yeah, exactly. It's Mogwai from Gremlins.
I've been watching that
Clearly
like
just
crazy.
Oh
missing
my
out
God.
over here.
It's
I've been getting
it's
into like
fucking
big like
amazing.
political like
my
talks
God.
and stuff.
I just
And there's always like a feminist who gets up and asks him a question and all this stuff. It's hilarious.
I just saw it the other day, and I was just like, well, not the other day, but I've been watching it for I think a few months as well. But I just like, that's so fucking funny.
I know. I've been watching it for almost a year. I bet.
Really?
I don't know how I got started, but I watched once like that's hilarious, and then I
I
just
know
went
it
down
was,
the
it was
rabbit
just
hole.
funny. I watched one last night that was this woman. She goes into a grocery store, and she sees the Confederate flag hanging up, and she starts telling a guy that works there, like, "Hey, that's racist propaganda. You need to take that down." And he's like, "What do you mean it's not racist? Why is it racist?" And she's like, "That's racist because of the Civil War, blah blah blah. It's not racist or whatever. Like, I'm Mexican. Like, it's not racist, and like it's not racist anyway. It's like it's not racist propaganda. I'm not doing anything or whatever." And like she was the one videotaping it, and like she just kept on saying this stuff or whatever, and then she was about to leave or whatever. She tells another worker who's running the register, and he flips her off and just says, because she has her kids with her, and she's saying all this and just like causing a scene for some reason at this grocery store, and the worker, the cash register guy, like flips her off and says, "Bye, bitch. Get your kids out of here." Like, "Bye, bitch." And like she leaves, and she stands outside for a good minute, like saying like, "This is the grocery store. I'm not gonna shop here anymore. It's at this address. I found a Confederate flag in here, and I tried to point it out to the workers, and all they did was call me a bitch and tell me to get the fuck out." It's just like, that's not how that went at all.
Yeah.
But then she goes to her car to load up her kids. I guess like the workers, they both came out. I don't know why.
I think I saw this one, and she starts crying, and like another
she
lady
starts-
comes up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know why they were outside. Like
She was like wailing, like her life was threatened.
like they
these-
were outside and doing something.
They were
Like,
just watching her.
they were probably just watching her. Yeah,
Yeah.
because she was
making
standing
sure
out-
she wasn't going to do something crazy.
Exactly. She was standing outside for a long time, and they probably looked out the window like, she's still fucking standing there.
Yeah.
And so she was just like, "Don't come near me." Like they're a good like 20 yards away. "Don't come near me. Don't come near me. I'm trying to load my kids up in the car." It's like, "Well, do it. I'm trying to go home." bye.
She can't do anything because they're 20 yards away.
And then like he starts like taking a few steps closer, and she's like, "Don't come near me! Oh my god!" And then she starts crying. Another woman comes up and like talks to him and says, "Just go back," or whatever. And like she's saying like they harassed me. Like they kept calling me a bitch, blah 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 blah. She plays like such a big victim card.
Dude, she is going hardcore on this victim. She's like bawling her eyes out, like she's acting like a 3-year-old.
And she
has her kids in the car.
Of course, she's not playing anything because she believes it.
Oh, she's genuinely freaking out
because she's fucking crazy. But like the lady walks up and she's like, "Don't worry, I told him to go away." And she's like, "Oh, I tried to tell him that their Confederate flag was racist and that they need to take it down." And I'm sure at that moment the lady's like, "Oh my fucking god,
I tried to defend you. Come back over here."
It's just
this
like,
was my good deed of the day.
And then she's like, "But it's not racist." And then she's like, "Oh my god,
yeah.
Did you call me a bitch?"
Those videos are hard to explain, describe to people, because you can only say that this person was crazy so many times because you just have to watch them. They're hilarious.
There was one where a lady was talking to a news anchor, and she was saying a study came out that said something about how breastfeeding isn't natural for women. The point of it is that the role that a woman plays in breastfeeding a child shouldn't only be left up to the woman, that it could also be, left up to the man with formula and stuff. However, she was saying that, but she was also saying that it's not biologically natural or something. And did
she play the whole patriarchy card anywhere in there?
No,
okay. They love to throw that around.
She was more like, the anchor was very confused, but he was trying to get to the bottom of like, what do you mean? How did
exactly how crazy are you?
He did a very good job. Like he was he handled it very well, and the lady didn't get upset at all. But he was just like, so what about like in the 1800s? Like how was it not natural then for women to do it when men couldn't at all? It's like what could they have done? It's like, well, and she's like, well, they probably could have used formula. Like it was like. Because that's what she kept saying. Like she was pretty much answering him the same exact way every single time. Yeah. And he's like, but they probably didn't have formula back then. She's like, well, I don't know if they did or not. I'm just saying that the roles of a woman isn't natural to breastfeed. It should also be on a man. I'm just like, it was. She didn't. I don't even think she said roles. I just think she said it's not natural for a woman to breastfeed a child. I'm just. The study, I believe, that she was referring to actually was talking about whether or not some doctors, some healthcare physicians, some parents wanted to choose naturally breastfeeding a child over formula or vice versa. I think that's what the actual study was
which one's
based
better, on. Not like
what's better or what's not better or whatever.
It doesn't even matter.
And the opinions of others, but she was taking it and she was putting it in like this fucking weird context that it didn't even the study wasn't even about.
Yeah,
I think that's what was going on. It was very hard to understand.
Bill Burr has jokes about those types of people. They listen to his comedy and get offended by the one joke he says that offends them, and then they go on the internet and go to imright.com and see all the stuff that says that they're right. They don't ever look up the stuff that says they're wrong. So they get to become crazy because they're right in their mind because they saw it all on imright.com or wherever they found it,
Dave Chappelle has 2 more comedy specials out.
Recently?
Yep.
Because I know he did those newer ones on Netflix a year ago.
There's 2 more. Well, it's I can't remember what they're called, but they're both back to back pretty much. Like you watch one, and I think the next one will play automatically. But I think it is 2 separate movies. I can't remember. Like the way it's on there, it's like it's in an episode or something. But they're both really good. He's talking about transgendered people and how people got upset about his jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
And shit, what was it? He was talking about sexual assault and shit, and he was talking about he's very good at being funny, but he's also very good at bringing some really hard fucking hitting issues to light.
Yeah.
Because one of the things is like, whenever we have issues like this, right, and we have people wanting to stand up for people, we put stigmas on people. Ben Affleck tried to stand up for people with sexual assault, and he started to say some shit, and he tried to break the mold. But then somebody brought up that he groped some girl's titty back in the 90s, and so now he has to shut the fuck up, or else people will get on his ass.
Yeah.
So those compilations are fucking hilarious.
There's some weird people out there.
They're amazing.
Some stuff I might have to look up.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. There's just to say, the Confederate flag in itself, I tried to look up full history on the Confederate flag.
On whether it was not racist. Was or was not.
As the years go on, it's been in different context. I think the context that people raise it now is for a rebellious context and like a Southern pride. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily saying hell yes to the Confederacy, which was about slavery and stuff. It was about more than slavery, but people will of course latch onto the slavery thing, even though, I mean, which is a important key thing.
It was about way more than just
about
that,
it, but it was about way more than that. And any country's flag, you can say, that had slavery, you could say is kind of like, has the context of slavery, like the Union Jack or
the American flag,
or the American flag. Like we still
slaves all over.
We still had slaves all over, so it doesn't matter. Like to say it's the Confederate flag is wrong.
It's Southern pride around here. Dang,
It's
Boyle County.
It's definitely Southern pride around here. And when Dukes of Hazzard came out and you had the Confederate flag on top of it, that was supposed to stand as like more of a rebellious thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it is, more than anything.
Did you?
I
see?
think it can be used in a not super racist way, but whenever you get, these like rednecks that, drive around the big old diesel trucks with the flag
They
hanging
just
out
think
like
it's
both
fucking
sides,
cool.
and they go around and they start like yelling at whoever the heck, colored people they're passing by, just start yelling random stuff at
There
them.
are assholes.
That's
around here.
racist.
There are
That's
some
when they're
racist.
making the flag racist.
Yeah.
But they're racist though.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
when
I'm
people
saying
that
but
aren't racist.
that's where
It's
the
when-
tainting is coming from.
Sure, but it's when people that aren't racist are just using the flag.
It's
for
just
whatever.
hanging there and they're
Yeah,
not doing anything.
Exactly.
Did you see the video? I don't know if 50 Shades did or not, but there was a video like that of the car show with the General Lee in it, and some lady was freaking out.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't know if she's heard of the Dukes of Hazzard or what.
Oh no!
I think it was from her perspective too. I think it was her filming the video. She's walking by a car show, out in a parking lot somewhere, and General Lee, the Dukes of Hazzard car, is sitting there, rebel flag on top because that's the way the freaking car was, and she's freaking out. Like, who owns this car? Who would support racism so blatantly, or whatever she said? Something like, it's hilarious. She's going on and on.
It's just things like that people just won't know your history.
You're not getting it.
Know your history. Just like they're very narrow-minded. They see that, they think slavery.
It's from a show.
It's the slavery
Like-
flag on a car.
The things that get me, other things that get me is like there was a video of a dude like just wearing a poncho because it was Cinco de Mayo Day.
Oh, yeah. The little kids aren't allowed to dress with sombreros or anything now. That's racist.
Yeah, it's racist.
Little girls can't dress up as Maui because they're not Samoan.
Yeah,
If you're a white girl,
yeah, that was the
daughter,
thing. Yeah,
you're not allowed to dress up as Maui. How dare you?
Maui's the dude.
Oh,
They're
well,
not-
whatever.
Moana?
Moana. Yeah,
How dare you make fun of their culture?
yeah, exactly.
And they believe this, Javan. They fight tooth and nail for this.
The worst ones are.
Oh,
I don't know which ones are the worst. I don't know if the fat acceptance people are the worst,
They're all hilarious.
or if the feminists are, or the SJWs
fats-
are.
The fat acceptance are so funny because they're blatantly wrong.
There was
It's like the natural breastfeeding thing. Like, no, you're just clearly wrong.
there's
still
a
can't get
Yeah.
there's an Australian talk show that's like they I can't remember what it's called, but they talk about like it's not even a talk show. It's more like an open forum.
I know.
Where,
I know the.
yeah, have
video.
you seen it? It's like an hour long. It's really
Oh, I don't
good.
know. I saw the whole thing.
It's really good, but there's that one lady that that
she's perfectly healthy being fat.
Yeah, you've definitely seen the gif of where she says, "I'm perfectly healthy.
At 400 pounds.
I swim 5 kilometers a day or whatever." It's that one.
I do all this stuff.
Swim. I'm sure you just float.
Well,
You get the motion going and you just keep at it.
Well, the comment I think is that like as a fucking anchor is what the comment is. Yeah. But no, she says I eat salads, I do this, I work out all the time,
she's
or whatever.
Perfectly healthy.
I'm perfectly healthy,
but she's just like 300 pounds still.
She's more. No, this lady's definitely more.
More.
She's like 400 fucking pounds. Like it's ridiculous. But they all have this open forum, and there are people like there are nutritionists there. There are exercise, fitness people, just whatever
of all walks of life.
There's people from there's a Samoan lady that's there. There are people that have gone through gastric bypass surgery, just like all like surgeries and stuff. Some person that's worked out for them, and some person, so like this one person who had constant trouble with it, and it was really hard on her, and so they're going through like all the layers of it, and then like when it gets to one of the people that are bigger, they then take it, they then play the victim card.
How dare you tell me how I should live, how I should look?
And it's just like it's such a like that talk show I think is really cool, and it's such a good forum to like talk about things openly. I really like the whole entire thing that it said, because one of the things was like the major topic is how is this affecting Australia? How is this affecting our population, or just us as a society? Like, we need to talk about this. We need to see if this is a problem. We need to fix this.
Yeah.
But it was just really cool in general.
I've seen a few discussions from like that. Like one was religion, and then one was the fat thing. There's another one.
Saw one about the wage gap as well.
Yeah. This
was in UK, where there's a restaurant. Is it UK? It might have been Australia. There was a restaurant. There's like a coffee shop that would serve women like normal pay, but women would pay normal, but if there was a man in there, he'd have to pay 18% more because of the wage gap. And it was a voluntary thing.
What?
It was a voluntary thing. You didn't have to do it if you were a man.
So male customers would have to pay more.
But it was also always a voluntary thing. You didn't have to, because if they did that shit, that's definitely discrimination. That shit doesn't fly.
Do they not know the wage gap isn't real?
Exactly. No, they don't. That's the point.
Yeah.
And so
the wage gap's not real for people who don't know.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a feminist propaganda bullshit.
When the feminists say they get paid 70 cents to the dollar of a man or whatever, they don't include, when they did the numbers, they don't include hours worked. It's like, men get paid $1 for every 72 cents you work because we worked more. We didn't have maternity leave and stuff like that.
Maternity leave, women
just taking off for kids for whatever.
Then it's like when it comes. The example I saw was when it comes to a man and a woman on a factory line working the same amount of hours, they get the same amount of pay.
Women get paid more sometimes.
Period.
Most times.
However, studies have shown that more women work part-time than men do. Men work full-time most of the time. So that's where it comes in at. Like, it's things like that.
Well, it's because even in, our new age of, everybody just works whatever. Generally, if you have a couple and there's kids and someone's going to be the stay-at-home parent, it's still usually the mom.
Yeah. Usually.
And so they're not working at all.
They have maternity leave, but they also have paternity leave.
Yeah, but it's less than
They
maternity.
have it both. Yeah, it is, but...
Also, men are statistically more likely to ask for a raise. They're more likely to work overtime. They're more likely to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
They're more competitive, so they'll work harder.
Like, there's just a bunch of...
Yeah. Just stuff that when you just take the amount of money men make and the amount of money women make and compare them, you don't get the full story.
Which is what's going on.
Yeah.
It's just the myth that's perpetuated by numbers that people aren't making sense of. We have equality, but people don't really understand that we do.
Yeah.
It's silly.
It's silly, yeah.
Just another one of those things people need to gripe and complain about.
And because of feminists, women are getting paid more than men are now. Because the people hiring them would rather hire a woman so they don't appear, whatever you call it, sexist.
Yeah, sexist.
So they pay more to get the woman instead of the guy because they don't want that guy. Because they get better looking if they have women. They look more.
I saw
like
an advertisement that said it was on like a 50 Shades video.
Yeah.
That said it's like women shouldn't get paid the same as men. They should get paid even more. Why? Because our shoes cost more. Our outfits cost more. They don't have to change outfits for every single occasion.
They don't have to.
They don't.
Neither
Like,
do you.
our haircuts cost more.
That is like
Our underwear
is-
costs ridiculously more.
That
It's like
what is this?
that was like they are sexist against themselves. It's like women care more about style than men
that's
do.
like an
It's-
anti-feminist.
Like,
It's
yeah,
so
like,
weird.
It's like you don't
Most
have to do
feminists-
that. You're doing that to yourself.
Most feminists are like no makeup or whatever, you know.
Yeah, like
We got to be equal to. I don't know.
It was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get off this topic.
Okay.
We could talk about this for a while
Yeah,
because
it's
it's
gonna bring up how
hilarious.
that women want to be in the NFL.
Let's talk about another very dumb fucking topic, but it's been going on for a while. Javan, have you heard of the Logan Paul bullshit that's been going on?
No.
Do you know who Logan Paul is? Because I didn't either.
Logan Paul,
I feel like
is
I've-
one of the richest YouTubers ever.
he was a Vine star. He started off as a Vine star, then he branched out into other social medias like most Viners do because Vine died.
I was gonna say I feel like I've heard the name, but I don't.
His net worth's like $6 million or something.
He's turned to a YouTube, a very popular YouTuber, and he even has a show that's trying to come out on YouTube Red. I don't know what they're doing about the show now because he just released a video not too long ago, this past week or whatever, 2 weeks.
Okay, first
I don't
off,
know
when. Like a
it
month.
started off as a trip to Japan he took. And it was like a vlog he had.
Yeah, he was doing a
Hey
vlog
guys,
in
I'm
Japan. Yeah,
Okay.
just what's up? We're seeing the sights and shit.
So he released several episodes of him just being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he was actually being an asshole kind of in Japan.
He was
But
he was throwing Pokeballs at like restaurant staff and like pedestrians like biking.
that's and it's funny because that's not
Wow.
actually like his brother that he has, Jake Paul. He actually does that as like he's apparently known as the big
What?
asshole. Jake Paul is for some reason, but
Oh.
Logan Paul isn't. But then he's doing that shit, and then he decides to visit one of the hot spots, I guess, in Japan.
Wouldn't really call it a hot
It's not a
spot.
hot spot, but he thought it was cool. He thought it was creepy or whatever.
It's like the same thing as like going to see like an old abandoned like insane asylum.
Yeah. So he goes to this forest where a lot of people have been reported to commit suicide, and so it's known as like the suicide forest.
It goes back for like 300 years.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So it is kind of cool. It's cool in a sense. He sees a person that has committed suicide in the forest, a person hanging in a tree. What does he do? He films the body, and he goes over and he's like cracking jokes and shit. How not cool is that,
He
John?
actually walked up and started cracking jokes around the dead body.
Yeah.
They were laughing about it. They were totally like, I haven't seen the whole video because it's taken down because of him, because he started to get bad press and he took it down. Not YouTube, by
it was
the way.
up
All
for
right, wait, what was his name?
Logan Paul.
What did you say his brother's name was?
Jake Paul. So
it was up for a whole 24 hours.
See, I heard that.
it was up for a whole 24 hours?
Yeah.
I feel like it was up longer than that.
It was up for 24 hours, and YouTube was promoting it as like the top like
That's
most
YouTube.
trending.
That's
video.
YouTube's algorithm.
Yeah,
they do that.
Yeah. From just reading like the title of the thing, I just assumed a dead body was in the video. I didn't know he was like up and talking jokes and laughing about it.
He was sort of making jokes.
I was assuming he's like, oh man, it's an actual dead body here. Let's get out of here or something.
No.
What
It's a
an
dead
idiot.
body. He's filming it, which is already wrong to do. Like, and he's like laughing about it and stuff. So,
Apparently, it's a common thing for whenever people decide to end their life in the forest, is because they feel like people were laughing at them throughout their life.
Even in death.
Okay.
What you got, Javan?
Jake Paul is the guy that's on a Disney Channel show, which is why I thought the name sounded familiar. And I'm pretty sure he, like, I guess a few months ago or something, he got arrested for doing something. And so he, this is what I heard at some point.
Is this the same Jake Paul?
I don't know. I didn't look too much further into it. How many famous Jake Pauls are there?
Was he blonde haired?
Yeah.
All right, that was him.
2 first names. It was gonna be trouble.
But yeah, no, Jake Paul is on a Disney Channel show. But I heard, I mean, I haven't, just someone said something about it, like he did something, got arrested, and then they so Disney, I don't know, I can't remember what it was for or how bad it was, but I don't think he's in jail. I think it was he did something, got out, but then Disney killed the contract. I was like, nope.
Well, probably, yeah. He's probably gotten enough bad press. But this is Logan Paul, his brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless he's got multiple brothers, if it's just his one brother,
it's just those
it's just
two.
Logan Paul.
It's just those two.
If it's just his brother, then his brother was on a episode, so they brought him on.
Okay.
Be like, oh hey, his brother.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the whole.
So it's still kind of a big deal.
So one of the bad things, well, not really, because we don't know what he did.
If you just
Jake Paul.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Okay.
If it's still them, then his brother was on an episode, so it's still a big deal.
So YouTube did not take the video down. He took it down because he was starting to get bad press about the video. And then a week later, YouTube made a tweet saying he violated the their policy or whatever it was called.
Sure, policy is fine.
Our rights policy. Yeah, I can't remember. He violated the YouTube's policy, and the video was taken down, not by them, and that they've been watching the situation closely, and that they were going to, look into further. What am I trying to say? Look into further disciplinary actions against him, but it's a little too late on that, because he took the video down himself, and he's gotten so many subscribers from
40,000.
40,000 new subscribers from this.
Because of that.
It's ridiculous.
For taking it down or for making the video?
For having the video on there.
What the heck?
I'd say it's people just hearing about his name and then subscribing. Hearing all this hubbub, and it's oh, I'll go check him out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, why don't you just go look up the videos? What?
They might like the stuff. They couldn't see that video because it was taken down, so they might have saw something else.
There's a trickle down effect. You see that video, be like, oh, okay, and then some of them might watch other videos and then want to stay.
Yeah.
Is the thing. So.
Any press is good press.
It's bad for press for YouTube, though. It's well,
yeah.
It's giving this idea that YouTube, is just a place where people can do ridiculous shit and be famous for it, instead of being this cool creative place that it's always been. So,
yeah,
it's just giving it a bad name.
That Pokemon thing was just cringeworthy.
Yeah, it's
not like the people were into it. He was just random people on the street he's throwing a Pokeball at.
Yeah, say that's dude,
I think
you're an idiot. But
that he did.
Finding a dead body and that's messed up.
He's an entertainer, Javan.
That's still messed
Doing
up.
his job.
Yeah, that's what he says. I'm just doing my job. My bad, guys.
He'd go around just climbing out of random people's cars. He was also putting fish in people's cars.
I saw that.
Wasn't Japan looking
dead
into him and
fish
stuff?
or
Yeah, he's wanting for question.
Yeah, Japan's
what right
country
now?
of Japan.
Yeah.
Is looking into him.
Look
what the
that
heck
up.
are you doing?
Look that up.
It's a public nuisance.
How old is that?
8 days.
Let me see him.
Okay.
That picture.
Look it up again.
Yep,
Fine,
that's him.
look at
Hit the
main
refresh
article.
button.
That
I don't want to look at an 8-day-old article. This story is still going on.
We're still 8 days late to the party, though.
But yeah, no, that is definitely confirmed. Same Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Then
Fine.
It's, my God, it's ridiculous.
Isn't it crazy how many subscribers has he got?
Like, at the moment,
Well, I mean, like, roughly 10
He's- he's-
million,
he said he got. Oh, I don't know. Here, I'll look that
5
up.
million. I'm just saying, I've never heard of him. He's got that many. I've never heard of the guy.
You've probably seen one of his vines before. Is the thing.
I don't know. I wasn't
the
a fan.
only reason I know who he is because his brothers.
But that's just like the way it is on. That's what I'm saying.
He's got 2 channels. One is Logan Paul Vlogs, which is the one that probably got it because he's got 15 million subscribers on there. The other one is the official Logan Paul that has 4 million subscribers. So
I mean, there's all kinds of channels like that I've never heard of. They've got like millions of subscribers.
he's definitely been making fucking money
Yeah,
from this.
yeah. Is the adpocalypse still going on, or is that kind of done and over with?
The what?
Adpocalypse.
What do you mean? What's that?
You never heard of the adpocalypse? You big YouTube superstar wannabe?
What are you talking
It was like
about?
when all the ads were getting pulled from videos.
I mean, that's still a thing.
All videos were getting flagged within like the first few minutes.
For what? Wait, for what reason?
For like video games, all were getting flagged. Gay people were getting flagged for like sexual contact, even
no,
though they were just gay.
No, I don't think that. No, that's not still going on because I think
Okay.
I think there was a thing that said YouTube is hiring moderators, like actual people.
Yeah.
Like they hired like some like ridiculous
Did
amount.
you
of
see
number.
about the YouTube Kids thing? We didn't ever talked about that. That big huge ordeal with the YouTube Kids and the Elsa Gate. Y'all not none of
I
that.
don't know what
Gate?
you're talking about.
The heck?
Just go ahead and
Okay.
explain it. What?
There's these videos on a section of YouTube called YouTube Kids,
Okay.
right? And they're basically supposed to be videos for kids.
Yeah.
There's somehow or another, there's these horrifying, like, really strange videos with, like, somebody's making. And they've got, like, Spider-Man and Elsa and characters kids like. And they're, like, blowing their brains out and doing all this weird stuff. Like, really weird stuff, like peeing on people and doing everything. They've got millions of views because these kids are watching them.
What are you talking about? The dolls are doing those things?
They're not dolls. They're like cartoons. They're like just doing
Okay.
super weird stuff
So they've
and messed up stuff you would not want your
so
kids
these
I
watching.
people
think
are
I've seen it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks weird," and I just
Called Elsa Gate.
these people are animating people like Spider-Man peeing on people and
I
shooting
think
their
it's some
head-
sort of
shooting
weird
themselves in the head.
automated thing that's making these videos because there's a ton of them and they're the exact same video, but like the characters are different. And there's other ones like it's just weird. There's these templates, and the thing is, when kids are handed here, kid, you can watch YouTube Kids.
Yeah.
They're just watching,
Yeah.
and it'll play the next thing, and they just keep watching. They'll
Yeah.
play the next thing. So like, and these tags in these videos are all the characters' names, just like trying to get kids to click on them, like Elsa, Spider-Man, Thor, whatever.
Yeah.
And these kids are watching. They're making a ton of money.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How does that not that
It's super weird.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
Have you seen the video?
No, I found a almost better article
Oh,
about how there's a new YouTube trend going on. And it's the YouTube Tide Pods challenge.
It's
YouTube
where
what?
people are
the
YouTube
Tide
Tide Pods
Pods. Oh
challenge.
my god.
Tide.
Oh my
They're
God.
eating fucking Tide Pods.
Yeah.
That's
killing
so
themselves.
fucking yeah, exactly. That's so fucking stupid.
Look up these Elsa Gate videos though. Try to find one. It's so weird.
like
I can't even like describe it because it's just weird. With
I
like
mean,
millions
Is it like
of views.
Happy Tree Friends, but
Yeah, but it's like
simpler?
not gory. I mean, like not always gory. It's just strange. And it's like the same thing. Like Elsa will walk up to Spider-Man to do something weird, and then two other characters will walk up and do the exact same thing, and then another two characters will come up and do the exact same thing over and over and over again for one video.
For one video?
Yeah, and then the next video play, and they'll do something weird. It's just, and it's got millions of views, these videos. Because these kids are just watching whatever.
You say it's like an automated thing, but how would you...
They think it's automated. They don't have a clue who's making them.
How would you be able to generate that, though?
I don't know.
How many videos, do you know?
There's a ton. They're all over it.
How many videos?
I don't know. I have to download the separate app to look at them. You can't just like have a link from the main YouTube thing to them.
Are you fucking
I
kidding
don't
me?
have my phone on me.
Well, it's because YouTube Kids is a different, like...
Oh.
It's a different thing. It's like YouTube
Just look up
gaming.
our article about Elsagate.
No, it's fine. It's already downloading.
The article or YouTube Kids?
YouTube Kids.
Oh. Just look up an article about Elsagate. It's so weird.
You can look up the article, Devin. I'll do the hardcore research.
No.
I'll dive deep.
I'm the one doing...
I don't even know if the videos are still up. Because this has been a while ago.
That's messed up.
Yeah. It's really bizarre. Like, you would not want your kids to watch whatever these things are.
Like, especially nowadays, like, kids can navigate that crap themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 2-year-olds can sit there and, like,
They
take a device and just start,
They go to Pornhub if they want to.
like...
They can do whatever.
Oh, dude, that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
That...
They have access to everything.
Have you been notified this because Joe Rogan's been talking about it?
No.
Okay.
Funhouse actually talked about it. Why?
Oh, really?
Is Joe Rogan on there?
There's a video Joe Rogan talks about Elsagate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't even find the YouTube channel. It's called Elsagate, isn't it? The YouTube channel?
The whole thing has just been called Elsagate.
Oh, okay.
Like
the whole okay.
Finding out about it.
It's like
Okay.
Deflategate.
Yeah. Anyway, when you're home,
That's
look
terrible.
that stuff up. It's so weird.
Oh god, I don't even think I want to. I just like
It's just
I don't
like
know.
super popular characters doing whatever, something really weird.
Like, if it's like weird, but not like
Like it's,
some normal bad thing that kids get told not to do, they might try to go and do it. If it's just weird,
it's just weird stuff. It's
not
not even
like off the wall. It
Well-
could be something that's like bad, but like you don't think you have to turn around and say, "Hey,
Kids-
don't do this."
Kids are impressionable, so they'll do whatever no matter what it is.
I'm just saying, like, some things, they get told every day at like school, home, everything. Don't do this. Some stuff is so weird you don't think I need to say don't do this.
Don't take off your clothes in the middle of class.
like.
Kids do that.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, I had a problem when I was a kid with pulling my shirt up all the time. I don't remember this.
Yeah. There's.
Like you say that like you know that about me.
It's like, yeah, I remember you used to do that.
Yeah, I remember you do that all the time. We never knew each other.
No, that's a. It's just a normal young boy thing.
Well, while Jonathan's doing the hardcore research here, let's talk about the HTC Vive Pro. CES 2018 just happened,
Yeah.
and they unveiled a new VR headset, the Vive Pro.
What is it? How's it differ?
It's the Vive Pro. Well,
How's it differ?
It's
from
not
the
an
Vive?
amateur.
it's
a
better.
pro.
It's a better resolution. That's one thing. It is more comfortable. Weighs less. Is another thing. It can be wireless, which you won't have to have a cord. There's a wireless adapter that you can put on it that runs on chargeable battery, so
That's cool.
you can be without a cord.
That's
Yeah,
very cool.
which I think they said that you can have that for the Pro and you can also just have that for the regular Vive. So it would be something cool that Oculus could do.
Not with ours.
Nah, probably not. It would be cool though.
Yeah.
If they could do that.
Did it say what resolution?
12 something by 6 something.
Okay.
It was good resolution.
Better than 1080.
Yeah, it was way better than 1080.
That means it would be even harder for your computer to.
4K or 5K, one of those.
Surely not 5.
Maybe.
No.
There was that. It has Bluetooth. One of the features, I believe, was that.
Bluetooth.
One of the features, I believe, was that you could with an app on an Android phone. You can hook up your phone to it, and you can answer calls, messages, and get notifications and shit like that. I don't know if that's a thing for the Pro itself. I looked at an article briefly about that, and I think it was just for like the Vive. I think it was just for the Vive, so it could be a thing for the Pro as well. And the Pro would probably use it more. But this is a thing that's not going to come out until probably later in this year.
Yeah.
I was reading the article, and the guy who was writing the article specifically was doing a side-by-side comparison at CES with a Vive and a Vive Pro, and he said the Vive Pro is so good you won't want to play on any other one.
Yeah.
So it said he said it puts the Oculus to shame. It's not even up to standards anymore. Like with how this is.
The screen resolution is a big handicap for the current.
It is. Because you can get so much better, but the only issue is that there's price, there's power,
you need
stuff
a
like
super
that.
beefy computer.
You do, and it'll probably be only for the people that can afford it will be getting it anyway. The Vive is priced at $600 to begin with. They haven't said what this is going to be priced at, but it's definitely going to be more than $600.
And you're going to need an $800 graphics card too
to be able to run the thing. And pretty expensive CPU. So
super elite.
But with all that in mind, it seems like small advancements are being made that seem to me, since this isn't the next generation, was still within the same generation, but advancements on the current generation of VR headsets are being made as it is. They fixed the problem with their screen resolution, which they had. Apparently, they fixed the problem with the weight. They made a wireless adapter for the headset itself, which is really cool. So they're just little things. They're things.
Pretty big things. The wire.
They're pretty big things.
Resolution.
Yeah, definitely. Well, definitely big things. But it's it just shows that this is what this generation is. So thinking about how we're fixing problems like a wireless capability, which I would have thought that would have been a bigger problem to deal with.
I thought
But
the screen, you need low lag.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole new thing called frame time. Not even FPS, but frames time. How fast it gets to you because you want to move. And the new image needs to get there immediately.
Yeah.
I would think there'd be lag in wireless.
I think there's... Well, the way the guy wrote the article, he sounded very adamant it was perfectly fine. So, but I had suspected that this would have been the wireless capability would have been something that maybe we would have seen in the next generation, not now. But to think that we have it now, that it just blows my it completely blows up my expectations of what we can do now as well.
I wonder if this isn't already next generation though.
It's not.
Why? What's the same?
Probably the store. Probably things in it itself, how it's made, essentially.
I was going to say, it might be second generation. They just kept the name the same. Vive 2.
Vive Pro, though.
Sure. But basically, everything's changed. The screen resolution, wireless, lighter.
This Bluetooth. Nah. Next generation, you'll know. It still looks the same.
Computers don't have generations. Computers just kind of
improve. But you know this is new. Or this isn't a next generation.
Yeah, I think it's just
I don't think there are enough things for it to be
I think it's just a
next
semantics
generation.
thing.
No.
I don't know. We'll see.
No.
We'll see.
Have you heard about their subscription base as well?
No.
They have a subscription thing for game rentals where you pay $7 a month and you could rent up to 5 games and play them. or you can download up to 5 games a month, or something like that.
I haven't heard nothing about it.
For the Vive.
Just for the Vive?
Yeah, it's just for the Vive.
So they're just VR games?
Yeah, it's just whatever VR game. It's they have their. That's their. They said it was akin to something like Netflix, so maybe you could keep it longer than a month. I don't really know, but they said for $7 a month you can do that, and so essentially for $7 a month you could play every VR game if you wanted to, which is really cool because it seems like that Xbox One thing,
Game Pass or whatever.
Game Pass, $10 a month. You play whatever game they have in the library for the Game Pass. Download it, play it, beat it.
That's literally
uninstall
like
it.
Netflix.
Yeah,
the Game Pass.
Yeah, it's literally what that is. I think this works in the same way.
You play whatever games are in the library as much as you want, but once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, I just don't know if they have a library. I just don't know I don't know specific details like that, but that seems awesome.
Sure.
That seems like...
Shame we don't have a Vive.
I wish I had that now. I'm not too butthurt about the Vive because I love the Oculus. I think it's...
For the money? Fine.
Absolutely. For the money? Are you kidding me? $400? You can't beat $400 for the future.
You suckers, $400. $350.
The future. I keep telling people this. It's the future.
Future.
If anybody who's read Ready Player One or are going to watch the movie when it comes out in March, I don't know if it comes out in March or not. I'm super excited about that movie. But you literally see that movie and you think, or you read that book and you think, wow, this is what they're doing with VR. We could be literally doing the same exact thing. They go to school in a VR world.
We went to a movie theater in VR world already.
We went to a movie theater already.
Yeah.
We watched my YouTube videos that I have on there.
Yeah.
Haha, I'm hilarious.
Oh. I thought you guys actually watched something. I was like, well.
We did. We watched Top Gun.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
you
3D.
went to that? Okay.
Yeah, you can watch Netflix. I showed you.
I know. I'm saying I thought you guys got one of those rooms you were talking about and actually went and watched some movie.
Well, I mean, we did actually watch.
We were sitting next to each
some
other
YouTube,
watching
yeah.
Top Gun.
Yeah.
We didn't
And
watch
the
it the
thing,
whole
I
entire
was-
time.
I
But
was
then you
Goku.
started saying your videos or whatever. I was like, oh, that's not a movie. But then he said Top Gun.
We
I'm
could
like,
watch
okay.
whatever. Well, they had a special thing for the people that made that app.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think you told me about the.
They had a special
Probably
thing
room
with
or whatever.
Miramax where they. Yeah, I think it was Miramax where they just showing Top Gun for free,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
No, you told me about that. I thought you meant an actual movie, not just you were sitting in the movie theater thing watching videos. Either way, it's still awesome.
It's still awesome. Yeah,
I was Goku.
I showed. You were Goku.
That's what my guy looked like.
I
Remember?
can't remember. I showed my. Oh, that's right. I remember the orange hoodie. I showed my mom. I showed my younger brother. Showed my sister.
VR or
Yep,
what?
VR.
Oh.
Showed my dad. And I showed my grandparents.
How'd that go?
They were all like, "Oh, this is really cool. Oh, this is crazy. This is my mom was freaking out the most.
That's cool.
I feel like out of
What'd you
everybody.
show him? What game?
I showed my mom the tutorial.
The little robot guy?
Yeah, I showed my sister Robo Recall because I figured she could handle it. I also showed my younger brother the tutorial, but just because I didn't want to just because he had already seen that, and I figured, well, I'll just go ahead and show him that. Showed my grandparents the tutorial, and I think I showed my dad the tutorial too. I don't think I showed him anything else. That not only did I show him all that, I also showed him just the hub world.
Yeah.
They were also I think they were more amazed by the hub world than they were anything else.
Could they actually interact with the stuff, or were they clumsily not being able to figure anything out?
My grandparents had trouble grabbing things at first, but I think they got it. My mom didn't have any. Nobody else had trouble except for my grandparents grabbing something. So.
Well, the tutorial is kind of an enclosed box. When you're in the hub world, you're you can look around.
Yeah. Well, I think I can't remember. I think I started my grandmother in the hub world, and she's like, "Oh, this is cool. Oh, look, there's a fireplace." I'm like, "Look around. You're in a room." And she's like, "Oh my god!" She's looking around and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see people. It's cool to see everybody's different experiences. Watching them see what it's like to be in VR firsthand, because All I'm thinking is that this is the future the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Classes take place in VR. Nobody's late to school. You don't have to pay for a fucking building.
There's still definitely a thing called oversleeping.
You don't have to pay for a building.
That
You don't have to pay for cafeteria food.
Well, you'd have to pay for a building to host the servers.
No.
Plus pay for the teacher.
Cheaper. A lot cheaper. Sure, you still have to pay the cheapers. Teachers.
Cheapers.
Government would have to supply every household with a computer
Yep.
and headset.
Yep.
A lot cheaper than having a building.
Yeah.
For the government?
Yeah.
I don't know. They buy the building and they got it. They have to buy everybody.
You have to pay the electricity bill.
They got to pay for the servers.
Yeah, that's a lot different, I feel like, than electricity bill and water bill and food and janitors.
I don't know.
And janitors.
Employees.
Oh,
is
see,
the
that's
thing,
one
man.
reason. Yeah, that's one reason it probably won't happen is because that's jobs for people. That'd be
No,
a
you couldn't be
whole uproar
self-checkouts the
because
future.
like, huh?
Get rid of them jobs.
Self-checkout's the future, exactly.
Like,
Self-checkout monitor. There's a job.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
people will complain about it, be like, no, it's taking away jobs. Like, any janitors complain.
They might be if that's their only job they can keep.
I was trying to I'm still
like,
trying to think of how to do this. Did you know that the Harrodsburg High School, the old Harrodsburg High School, is for sale?
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Like-
$90,000?
Do what?
For $90,000?
I thought you said for like $1,000. I was
It's
like,
for
so we're
$90,000.
buying that,
No, it
right?
wasn't. It was like 400,000.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was $400,000. The down payment's like $75,000.
Yeah.
I'm mixing up my numbers.
$90,000. I'd buy that right now.
Like, it.
What I was thinking
I
about
sold it the
doing-
first time. I guess not enough happened in there. I guess, and now I guess it's getting sold again.
I'm going to tell you my idea for this place, right?
Old folks home. Perfect.
No. It's way better.
Gosh, no,
It's way
Not
better.
another one.
It's way better, and it's
They
way,
just got a new fancy one.
it's way better, and it's way cooler.
Smells
All
like
right.
steak in there.
I've got an idea to where, because I'd love to. I think it'd be really cool to live there, right? I want to have like
Make a small community of people go buy it.
make
and
somewhat like a small community of people,
So I said old folks home.
and then turn like some of these places into like
Like the gym, we could turn into a gym.
like
And
we could keep it a gym, but there's two gyms there.
Yeah.
One can be a gym, one can be like
Volleyball
maybe
court.
like we can put a pool in there, or we can turn it into an actual gym, like people work out and stuff. What we'll do for that is that like we have the people that live there, they can
First
do
question.
these things for free.
First question.
Okay. I haven't explained it at all yet,
I'm just saying,
but I just love how you're gonna give me a question.
because it matters. Like the little building in the back, like it was the old band room.
Oh, it's definitely attached.
It
That's
comes with it?
That's definitely part of it. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that's what you make the weight room. Or
Is it big enough?
Sauna.
There's multiple rooms in there, dude. There's
Oh,
like
is
a
there? I didn't-
whole-
oh, okay,
yeah.
I've never been in there.
Oh yeah, no. There's a whole nother mess of
It
rooms and
used to be
stuff
a
in
weight
there.
room.
Did it? Okay.
You
what-
could
all right.
easily make it right, but
Okay,
continue.
That's the gym. All right. Well, I mean, we can technically make whatever we want to a gym, but so we've got two gyms. They can both be gyms. They can be rented out to people. How it will work is that the people that live in the building themselves get free access to any of these things. It's like they're living in a condo. In condominiums where they have like a public pool that everybody uses, and they pay a certain fee a month to be able to use it. All right, it's the same idea, except maybe we won't make it a fee or whatever. Maybe we will. Anyway, so we have the gym be a gym, the other gym either be another gym or be a workout gym, or the band room be a gym, whatever. I haven't really thought about any use for the band room. We have the library.
Well, you don't know what it looks like in there, so.
No, yeah. The library will have that be kind of like a coffee shop, library area, computer lab or gaming places that we can have, or just like be like internet cafes like they used to have for whatever reason. We can have that. Let's see what else do we have?
There's an auditorium.
That's the movie theater.
That's the movie theater. There's
Or
well,
a theater.
no, well, yeah, we can have
Yeah,
a
actual theater.
theater and a movie theater. Well, because Harrodsburg doesn't have a theater, we don't have a movie theater. We have to go to Danville. However, we can make that a movie theater. This is what I'll do, right? I will. It will be a community movie theater.
We'll turn the freaking
'Cause
track
all you-
into a drive-in.
I don't think you buy the track.
Oh,
I don't think you can do that.
Oh man.
I think the school still owns that.
Yeah, I think they still.
It's way more valuable than the building is
Yeah.
to Mercer.
Well, yeah, because Mercer
Yeah.
cares about sports, not education.
That's why the merger happened, is so they could win a football
So we can
championship.
win
That's why. That's what.
5A
That's what happened. It's
competition when
like
we're a 2A school.
it's like Harrisburg has money and good football players. Yeah, we'll take it.
That's one of the benefits of the gym. You have a track right next door. Outside track, outdoor
Because you
track.
can still
got that,
you
and
can
the
still
tennis
go
courts.
to the track.
Exactly.
Just the school owns it.
It's
But you can still go to it.
and the tennis courts. It's the fact that they're in proximity. So if if a gym,
Yeah.
if a person has a gym membership, to our gym, they'll be able to go
Down there, too.
They'll just be able to go there. They don't have to pay extra for that. Obviously, it's just right there, so it's like free for them to use. And everybody likes to walk on the track. So we have that.
So do you just take different chunks of classrooms and turn it into here's your section,
Turn it like
or
studio apartments is what we'll have.
Okay,
That's what
'cause
they'll be.
there's
Except no carpet.
tons of classrooms.
Except no carpet.
Well, this is what we could do. Well, I mean, we can
not
have a ton
that
of people
many.
living there.
Yeah, there's tons of classrooms. There's the offices. There's many ways to go with that.
There is a lot. One of the cheaper things I was thinking about doing was having just like the cafeteria. We could make a restaurant. By the way,
Yeah, well, yeah.
we could do that. And then once again, the general public will be able to go in there all the time and do whatever they want to.
But they have to pay for parking.
But they have to no.
Yeah.
No,
Residents get free parking.
no residents.
There's not
Get,
enough parking.
there's
for everybody.
resident parking, and then there's everybody else parking. That's what we'll have. There's plenty of parking. What are you talking about?
Not if everybody was there all day.
Front and back.
Where's the back?
You never
There's-
been back behind the school?
There's parking behind the school.
Not public parking. It's just like buses, wasn't it?
No, there's parking spaces where you can park.
There's a few.
You could easily make an area.
I was gonna say there's a few parking spaces there, but then there's parking spaces that you can make
I don't
and
remember.
put there.
Yeah,
There's
like
plenty.
easy.
There's plenty of parking. The public I won't charge for parking because nobody would fucking go there. That'd be ridiculous. But we'd have resident parking so that our residents would have parking. What I was thinking, since it's like a communal kind of thing, and one of the cheap things I was thinking we could do is we could have the bathrooms, like that would be people's bathrooms or whatever. We've already got showers in the gyms. We could just use the showers and shit if they wanted to. Or if we really wanted to go and spend some money, then we can put a bathroom and a shower in.
You'd have to do that in every.
Nah,
living
we wouldn't
space.
have to do that. Why would we have to do
Why
that?
would you live in somewhere where everybody uses the same shower?
Because that's called a dorm, and college kids do that stupid shit all the time.
So the whole building has to use the
you.
2 showers in the gym?
Well, there's two gyms.
There's two
Four.
gyms.
There's 4 showers.
How many people do you think's living
There was more bathrooms in the second building as
Well, I
well
don't know.
as part of the weight room.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
They're also like way off on the other side.
Yeah, I know. It just depends. All right. These are broad ideas. Finer details need to be worked out. All right.
Yeah.
However, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. I like it.
There are good benefits to this, because I know exactly the kind of people who would want to live there.
You.
Exactly. Dumb 20-something-year-old kids
I was like, dumb
that
20-somethings.
like the idea of living in a school and having access to cool things like a movie theater or a library that's a coffee shop or a restaurant that's the cafeteria
Would those
and a
be
gym.
open 24/7 or would they close?
Absolutely. They would be open 24/7.
So now we gotta hire staff to work in the building?
No.
It's all free. You don't have to pay
You
anybody.
just walk in.
It's all
So
there.
we got a restaurant. We got a coffee shop.
Maybe the restaurant's not 24/7.
Vending
Why not?
machines 24/7.
Dude,
Exactly.
Dude, the only 24/7 thing is Huddle House.
Good point. All right, the restaurant's 24/7.
So then we need to hire security guards?
That was
No.
a thing I was going
Huddle
to
House
say.
has security guards.
No.
No, but
All
this
right
is a
then.
whole
Yeah, it's
big
a whole
thing.
building. People are living there.
And you're letting people come in and do whatever. while
No,
people are
no.
living there.
There are things called walls, which I'll put up.
And security cameras, so we're good.
So do you know what used to be the 5th grade hallway, whatever there? That first hallway, like you walk past principal's office, and it's like that hallway there.
I
Yeah.
went there when it was Harrodsburg, so just saying.
So you know.
I know the
that.
building. I know the layout of the
Okay,
building.
it's
I
the
don't
first
know
hallway up the big steps on the left. Up the big steps.
Well, we are freshmen.
Up
There's
the
two
big
entrances.
steps.
There's two entrances.
There are
There's-
big steps.
You come in with the steps, and it's
Big
the
steps.
Hall to the the
You walk
entrance
in.
on the right.
You walk in the
There's
library.
huge steps.
You
going
walk
up.
in the library straight ahead. Big steps.
stairs.
To that left hallway
The
is that hallway. Yeah.
that's a 5th grade.
I'm gonna put a wall there and a wall on the other side. Nobody can get in. Those are residential areas, right? You want to go to the cafeteria, eat at the restaurant. There's
already
a straight path right there.
walls there with doors.
No. Like
No, we cement those.
no, I'm talking about like the hallway itself.
What?
On the one side there is. On the opposite side there's not. Going towards the cafeteria, there's not a wall with doors. There's a
no,
gate
there's
that
a-
you pull.
there's a gate,
Yeah.
yeah.
Get rid of that shit. Put an actual wall with doors.
Then that
Just
means
like on
That's
the
a-
other, on the
because-
other side.
Because that's just like on the other side. Because that's a residential area. We don't want the general public to be in there.
But then
Yeah,
that would
that-
mean that
no.
they'd have to go through the coffee shop to get to the other side. If you put a wall down there.
No, there's a foyer.
There's on the other side it loops around.
Yeah.
But you just said you're going to put a wall there that's going to stop it.
No. There, like you go in, there's that hallway, and from the side he was talking about, there's a wall with 2 doors, and then you can get in the hallway. But on the other side, if you came from the other entrance, it's just a big opening, and right now they just have a gate that closes in front of it.
Oh, so you'd close the hallway off, and then you'd...
He's saying close it, do the same thing on the other side, make a wall, put doors, so people that are residents in that hallway can get out either side and go to all this stuff. But the other people, if you go back farther by the gyms, there's a big foyer area that loops around the whole thing. So
Yeah.
they could easily get everywhere.
You'd have to replace every fucking door there. Because each one has a huge fucking panel glass that looks in.
Yeah, and he also had to build
Maybe.
toilets and showers and all of them too.
Maybe.
There's other money that would go into
They're
this.
just one room. It's not even like there's a
But
a
you
bedroom
don't
or
understand,
living room.
Trey. We're making so much goddamn money. We got 5
You're
businesses,
making no money.
6 businesses going on at the same time. All right.
With no charges at all. They're just making money.
No. They live there. They gotta pay shit.
They do it. Give me the money.
They gotta pay. They gotta pay.
I
Regular
like-
things. They gotta pay.
I like this idea if you could initially get money to make it happen.
So my thing was
Is the problem.
my thing is that 4 of us get out alone. This is where we're gonna live, and we can have a studio and shit. And this is what this is gonna be. All right. This is how that's how.
There's also a dungeon that should be noted for those of you that don't know.
I'd love to know
There's
what
a
you're
dungeon.
talking about.
The boiler room.
Is this Hogwarts?
No, there's literally like.
Can we just make it
you know,
Hogwarts?
in the auditorium with the theater?
Yeah.
Part of the backstage area, there's
Yeah.
a spiral staircase that goes down into this completely.
Are you
like,
fucking kidding me?
No,
Awesome.
I'm not kidding at all.
That's the boiler
And the
room.
lights are up top, so you trick someone into going down there, and then have someone up top and just turn the lights out. It's pitch black. There's no way out except for those stairs.
Except for everybody in
It's-
the world carries a cell
No, they
phone.
didn't have those back in the day.
It's literally
Or
like
they
a dungeon.
Did. They didn't have lights on them.
Literally like a dungeon. It's
Then they got a
insane. Super
flashlight.
creepy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
One
a
of those little
torch.
wind-up
They had a
flashlights.
Freaking kid in high school that had
Yep.
freaking lighters.
Super creepy.
So, one of the ideas for the movie theater, I was thinking, is that it's a community movie theater. So we have like a Facebook post or whatever the fuck people use around here. And we'll be like, what movie do you want to watch? And we'll just have them, it could be whatever movie.
It's like Gaddy Town.
Because I've got to buy the rights to the movie.
Yeah. So not necessarily like big new movies, but you could just do movie showings.
We'll have big new movies.
Let's just buy a projector and a DVD.
Yeah, you
player.
could.
If I had like,
you could.
So what I would,
we'd have to get the
that's what I'm saying. Right?
licensing to do that.
That's what I'm saying. We'd have to get the rights to be able to show the movie. So like I'd say like 2 new movies, whatever. Like, hey, here's Jumanji, and
so make it like the drive-in was kind
of in a way. But then we also have like maybe we'll show like four movies, 2 new ones, 2 whatever the fuck anybody wants, and we'll have polls and shit on Facebook that people can decide what they want, and they can also decide what new movie they want to watch.
Down. We gotta watch that one.
There's 100 people say yes to Periscope down. Nobody shows up. Thanks. But they get to choose and they get to go. Tickets are $5 all day, and that's 24/7 movie theater. As well.
24/7 movie
Movies
theater.
just on loop.
Why not? Well, because I mean, we don't have a.
Someone would have to be
Nobody's
functioning
ever thought of
it.
a 24-hour movie theater before.
No. What if we did just play it on loop? What if we did just do that?
You better
And we
walk
just
in
say
at
the
right
times.
time.
Yeah. We just said the times.
That it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that
It'll be up on
this
the
is
ticker,
what it'll happen.
movie, outside the door before you walk in. Next movie begins. Hour and
It's
Yeah.
part of the security guard's job.
I'll put like a 15-minute interlude. Like, say it's like a
Intermission.
big ass movie file, right? Or whatever. Or
Takes a
sorry,
while to
let's say it's
rewind.
a playlist. I'll say it's a playlist. First movie plays, then it goes to the next movie, which is just 15 minutes of nothing. Maybe ads and shit. 15 minutes of ads or whatever. And then it starts the next movie.
Local ads.
Exactly, yeah. It's perfect. Listen,
There's definite potential in this idea.
I love the idea, is the thing. And what I want to kind of do is look up and see how much it would cost.
My dad had a similar idea when I told him it was up for sale.
What did he say?
Well, instead of doing all that, he's just like, you rent it out for stuff. Like, you want to have an AA class over here. You want to have a police
We could still
meeting
do that. We
over
could still
here.
do
There's
that.
so much room there.
There's
You
so
could
many
easily
goddamn
still do
rooms.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
You
could
wanna have
still do that.
Easy.
Who
You wanna have
decides
a-
what rooms?
Volleyball tournament. Come over here.
We do, because we own it.
But I mean, like, there's some rooms that are like 2 classrooms put together size.
Yeah.
You pay a premium for those.
That's a home. That's a residential one.
The normal classrooms
Obviously,
are just one
because they're
room.
bigger. What?
The normal classrooms are just one room.
Yeah, but there are some like there was a home ec room, and it
They
had
get the
like
kitchen. Nobody else gets one.
Community kitchen.
24 hours. Community
24 hours.
kitchen.
Yeah. I was telling my brother.
Don't put knives
that
in the
honestly
sink.
wouldn't be that bad.
I was telling my brother this idea, and
Younger
he
brother?
said, my older brother,
Oh.
and he was saying that this is such a dumb idea. Do you know how much Chili's has to pay for the electric bill a month? How much? $40,000. How much money is it gonna take to power the gym lights for 24/7? Like,
Yeah.
probably $40,000 for just the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, this is a dumb idea. This is never going to work. And I kept on having to tell him, I'm going to say this for everybody here. I would never do this. I don't care if it makes me a lot of money. I don't care if it makes me nothing. However, I just want to see how much it would cost to do everything and if I could actually make money. I think it's just that it just interests me to a point where I would love to do the research and look it up and see what it would take.
Find out how much a couple of fluorescent lights will cost to run for a month. Then times that by 100,000.
Just base everything off of that.
Yeah. Calculate how much a freaking skyscraper costs to run. Divide that by how
or
many
just a
floors it
school.
has.
If I could just ask like somebody, how much does it take to run a school a month?
Does the school have to tell people that information, like for tax purposes or whatever? Put how much money they're spending.
They tell somebody. I don't know who they
Is
tell
that
though.
public
I mean,
information?
I don't know.
you could always just ask.
Go to the Hall of
and if they're
Records.
not going to tell you, then they're not going to tell you.
Well, fuck. You just
Like, it can't hurt to ask.
have a
But no,
nurse's office.
I'm curious now because I actually know people with money that might actually be able to buy the building.
No, we're gonna buy the building.
We got to go to the school.
No, well, we don't have money.
We get a loan. You ever
Well,
heard of a loan?
Yeah, I know. If it seems like an easily doable thing,
Oh,
then that would
of
be the
course
thing.
it is. We know a contractor.
but if it seemed like, man, this is
Yeah,
gonna be
your dad.
some work,
Contractor.
He is now.
then what you
He
do,
is now.
you just partner up with them. Like, you have the idea, you're making stuff happen. They just need to.
One of the
They
gyms,
they could be the loan.
one of the gyms, we could make an indoor pool all year round. That'll make fucking money. People love to swim.
No, you put that on the roof.
Why
Do you
would
remember the
why would you
rumor
put
that
an
the
indoor
school
pool
was
on
gonna
the
ha-
roof?
The new school was going to have a pool on the roof.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
I
it was
never
gonna
heard-
have,
I
have
never
a
heard on the
pool
roof.
like the whole time until they actually got the thing up.
Yeah.
But
I
I
heard that
never
it-
heard that it was gonna be on the roof.
I heard it was on the roof.
I heard that the gym was gonna have like a floor that opens up to reveal.
I also heard that.
I heard
That's
that one
really
too.
fucking dumb. No, we could have an indoor pool all year round. People would love to go swimming
Yep.
in fucking
That
December.
would-
That,
that
would
would-
actually be really good.
That would make money.
That would actually make money. 24/7 pool? Come on.
That would make money.
How many jobs would this
But then, do
create?
you have a lifeguard?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the residents can also work there.
Yeah. Like,
Because
to
there'll
help
be 20-something dumb-year-old kids.
Dumb.
That's
How old are you, dumb?
20
this
dumb. I'm 20 dumb.
that's what I'm saying. It's like
I
know that
understand the residents can work there.
You know probably plenty of 20-year-olds that are fucking stupid that love to live there.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I could probably get 15 people to live there.
Would you allow pets?
No. That's
Fuck
crazy.
no.
See, then there's the other issue is just you got that going on. People
Pets
with
that weigh
pets
less than
are out.
15 pounds.
Oh.
I saw that on the rule on
That
one
weigh
of the
less than
apartments.
15 pounds.
No.
Yeah, it has to weigh less than 15 pounds.
No.
For a
Otherwise, the
single
floor
pet?
will cave in.
No.
Or total combined has to weigh less than 15 pounds of all your pets.
Could you just get like a bunch of mice?
Yeah,
Just
a bunch of birds. Super light.
they fly around. Sometimes they don't weigh anything.
Fill
in
it
there.
the fuck up. completely. Yeah. It only weighs
Yeah.
15 pounds sometimes.
You have a
See, I
3
think-
foot by 3 foot by 3 foot box
Yeah, I feel
on
like
a scale.
like
weighs 20 pounds
the-
and birds in
the
it, so it weighs
pet
22
thing-
pounds.
the
The
pet
bird starts to
thing-
fly. How much does it weigh?
the pet thing would shoot some people, and they'd be like, "Oh, I gotta have my pets," which I get,
Fuck them.
but
You know how bad it's gonna smell? You gotta
Well,
put
yeah.
carpet down. We don't have to put carpet down.
it depends
We have
on
to put carpet down though.
it depends on what's in there.
It helps with heating to put carpet down.
Or we could just take out all the 50 fucking thousand windows like all the outside classrooms have.
No, those are airtight. Plus, why wouldn't what you say? Take them out
Yeah,
so nobody, so none of the residents have a window.
yeah.
You have to pay extra for that.
Yeah, no, that.
That'd be
They
dumb.
also have-
That'd be
What
bad.
are you looking at?
Also,
to
do we
see?
want them to have airtight windows, or do
It's
we
the
want
fact
them
that they
to-
have a window.
Don't
People
you
love
fucking-
windows. It's
Yeah,
not
we-
the view.
We can have it in like the main foyer or something. I'm just saying, like,
People go crazy with that windows. It's been statistically proven.
People don't. Like, it's
It has been.
It's like locking them in a basement
it's the fact that you can open the window.
or a dungeon.
It's that shit. It's like if it's hot in the summertime, you let a breeze through. You open a window. It's that shit.
We built
these
You're
things
dumb.
Are, these things are gonna be so easy to
You're
break
not the-
into.
listen.
They're not gonna be safe to live in.
Just because
Houses are
just
easy to
because
break
you,
into.
Just because you can live in a box and be okay doesn't mean other people want to do the same.
More people should be like me then.
More people should live in a box.
We built a giant ramp up to the roof and have parking on the roof.
Um,
Every time I start my car up on the roof, it shakes the whole place.
The roof's probably bad anyway.
oh, dude, it's already like handicap friendly. Like,
Exactly. That's another good
It's
thing.
partially handicap ready.
No, it's what do you mean partially?
Only crutches, no wheelchairs.
Like,
What do you mean?
They have those things to take them
Yeah.
up the stairs.
both
Do they?
staircases.
Yeah,
yeah.
both staircases. The really big one and the other one.
You have to hold on to your wheelchair. Let it
Yep.
drag you up.
Totally handicap friendly.
Robert used to. Robert, our friend Robert, he was in a wheelchair for a pretty long while because he fucked up his foot because he stepped on a toothpick or whatever. That's literally the story.
I know.
It's just
stepped on
so
a
dumb.
toothpick?
Give me a second. So, he would have to ride that thing every day. We'd see him just be like, just going up really slowly. He like stepped on a toothpick and like when he was a kid, and then it was
Finally came back.
Part of it was still in his foot.
It's been in his foot for like for forever, and
my
it
God.
fucked him up so bad that he couldn't walk.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, he can
How
walk
did I-
now.
I
but
didn't
it's
hear
just-
about that.
He can walk now. It just took a while.
No, who's
Yeah,
this?
Kane.
Who's this?
Robert. I can't remember his last name.
Click.
Yeah, Robert
Oh, I
Click.
thought
Click
you were
Daddy?
purposely not saying it, so I didn't want to say it.
It doesn't matter.
Rule of the restaurant is on Wednesdays they have to serve pizza and corn.
No, I totally thought that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Pizza's Wednesday.
If you
obviously.
take over a school and do that, I still hate it and it's still stupid. But I mean, I love pizza, I love corn.
That's the-
I just don't know why they'd ever be together. But people have been doing it for years. I don't know why. I don't know who did that. It's wrong, but it has to happen.
The appeal is that it's a school. The whole appeal of the entire
school
Yeah,
themed.
yeah, it's school.
It's
yeah.
school themed. All
Yeah,
right, you're-
no,
you
I
change
fully
it-
agree.
you change it year
I
to
don't
year.
like it, but I fully agree.
You can't-
Wednesday there has to be pizza and corn available.
can't change it too much because you want to stick with the theme, but you don't want to have it feel like, oh, I'm in a school, but in a certain way.
One
because-
year it's Hogwarts theme.
no, every year.
Next
it's
year we
Hogwarts
got
themed. Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. Then we got freaking High School Musical.
Then we got Grease.
Got Grease. Got the eight.
man.
We'll do with decades. We'll do 80s, 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
He goes 80s and 60s.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Two
We'll have
highlights.
Guidebooks for everything that you can do there and like a listing of everything.
Pamphlets.
But it's like a 20-pound hardback book that you use for school.
We could put a rock wall in the foyer. That was just a random thing. All that we could do. I don't know. Or in the gym. That would make more sense.
Yeah.
A rock climbing wall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant just like a rock wall for like for like visually pretty or something.
Look at this wall.
Look
of
at our
rocks.
rock wall.
Oh, no, you definitely do that leading into the library.
Dude, you got like got a massive kids place, like
Nope.
a kids place with a
Nope.
jungle gym with the
Nope.
ropes.
Nope.
But it's not kid friendly. No safety nets, no nothing. You got to go crazy on that thing.
Nope. We're not. No. No kids
Driving.
allowed. No kids allowed.
No, it's not
Oh,
for
see,
kids. It's an adult-sized kids place.
Well, we could have.
We
well,
just build a ninja warrior.
You don't
Yeah,
let kids
Ninja
into
Warrior,
it.
I would
military
say.
things.
I would say we could have a
cargo nets.
You don't have to make it geared at kids,
No.
but I wouldn't say no
I'm
kids
driving my
allowed
motorcycle
because
down the halls.
You want kids
My
coming to
dad,
your restaurant.
my dad's class apparently drove a car through the old Mercer High School
What the fuck?
for like on their like last day or whatever.
I heard
Wait,
about that.
what?
Yeah.
How?
Who did what?
One of my dad's classmates during like senior last day or whatever, their party or whatever, they opened up both of the doors and got a little car in there and they were driving it around.
Like in the gym?
No, like down the hallways.
What the fuck?
It's a little car. They had like a bug or something. VW bug.
Oh, okay.
Some small car or Fiat.
Okay.
That's funny.
And just driving it down.
No, I think this is really fucking stupid.
Yes.
But I also have to think that if this worked, this is the coolest idea ever.
It's cool, but it's not profitable. Nothing you said is profitable.
No, it's not
It-
true. What are you talking about? There's like six businesses in
you
that
could,
place.
You could make
But
it
it's-
profitable if the people that were in and like gonna make it happen.
You're
But
counting on the residents to work for free.
No. They don't have to work there.
You
They
gotta
don't
pay
have
for the food.
No,
you
no,
gotta
that-
pay for the water.
they don't
pay
have
for
to
the
work at
they
all.
electricity.
don't have to work there.
They don't
have the choice
They don't
to.
have to work there. Yeah.
I'd say it makes living there
Plus, this
cheaper.
is in the middle
You'd
of
have-
freaking Harrisburg.
Would you turn one of the things into like a big laundromat inside there?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, sure. That would
Totally
definitely
good.
help.
And
Fuck, you would
that's-
have to install a refrigerator in like every single fucking room.
That's not a big deal.
They have them buy
Like for
their
the
own.
refrigerator itself,
They can
plus,
bring
like,
their own
everything
stuff.
to hook it up into.
They can bring their own stuff though. Usually, when you go into a place, you already have a refrigerator. So maybe I could do the
Microwaves.
Plus, you don't know how old that wiring is. You might have to change everything out to have that many appliances hooked up at one time.
This is a very
That's not true.
non-possible
Yeah,
thing.
Schools always have a bunch of shit hooked up.
See, that's what I'm saying is I know people with money, and if you could pitch
It
the
costs
idea.
way more than the 400,000.
The
Way
No, yeah,
more.
yeah, because you got to do all this
It's
stuff.
gonna be millions.
You'd have to win
Again,
the Powerball.
I know people with money. If
But
you could
you'd
get
have to win the
them
Powerball.
to like the idea or think it was a plausible thing, that's the.
Just make a mall.
No, that's
That's
lame.
basically what you're doing. Is making a mall.
That you can live
that
in.
you can live in.
Yeah.
That's why it seems amazing. It's like you just live in the.
It
mall,
might not even be
alright.
legal to live in that.
That's one of the things I thought.
Might not be a
like,
residential area, or however zoning works.
why wouldn't it be a residential area? Is my thing. Why can't you just turn any building into a
You have
residential?
to have
place?
residential zoning.
Doesn't make any sense. What does that mean?
You freaking. My parents.
It's gate. It's like it's got a wall. Like it's
There's
not.
stuff
It's so
that's-
many feet, like from the road.
There's stuff
As well.
that's zoned commercial that you can't build a house in. It's only there for businesses.
That thing's surrounded by a bunch of houses, though.
Yeah,
so-
but that's not how zoning works. I mean, like they could literally just zone that. Say this is whatever schools would be under.
School zone.
Yeah. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, but it's not a school.
Not
No.
anymore.
So with that,
The name of it. The school.
I fucking hate you.
I live at the school. I work out at the school. Oh, I eat at the school restaurant. I go to the school coffee shop library all the time.
You would never go there. You wouldn't read a book.
Fuck you, I would too.
No, we need
nice,
a
quiet place.
synonym for school. We can't call it the school.
The
We gotta call it-
education center.
Nah, it's gonna be one word. It sounds good.
gosh,
The school.
I don't know.
Hogwarts. I think it's a good idea.
might get in trouble for that one.
You know, well, why would we? We can name whatever we want to, whatever. Thank you for joining us for this week on the Screen Peek podcast. Please make sure to follow us on Twitch at the Stream Peak. It's in the description below, the link for that. Follow us on Twitter. Follow my Twitter at cc_devo, and then follow the Screen Peek Twitter at Peak Screen. Don't know why it's backwards. Twitter sucks. Those are also in the link below. If you want to send us any questions for us to answer on the podcast, you can just tweet at us. Direct message, doesn't matter. I'll look at those, and then I'll see whether or not they're okay to be answered on here, or I might just answer them on Twitter if they're personal or something like that. We're going to have Halo Highlights number 4. So I think, Halo Highlights number 4 come out on the channel this week, and we got the podcast. We're going to be moving sometime soon, so we'll have a better place, more permanent place.
Gotta wait for some people.
No, you don't. Did I not tell you?
You said March 1st.
We don't exactly know when. Shut up. We don't exactly know when. We got some things we're going to try and work on, but maybe once we do move, we might be able to produce more videos and stuff. So no promises, but we'll see just how it works. It'll be a lot easier over time though. So maybe. Thank you for watching the 42nd episode of the Screen Peek podcast.